Hello students, welcome to the chemistry class. This is Hema here and let's begin a new lesson, acids, bases and salts. Okay children, we all know that nearly 118 different chemical elements are known to us at present. These elements combine to form a large number of compounds. On the basis of their chemical properties, all these compounds can be classified into three types or three groups, say like acids, bases and salts. In this chapter, we'll study all the three types of compounds, acids, bases and salts in detail. Let us start with acids and bases. In order to know whether a substance is an acid or a base, we should first know the meaning of term acid base indicator or just an indicator. Okay children, we can recognize various foodstuffs as acids and bases just by their taste. This is because acids generally have a sour taste, whereas bases have a bitter taste. But it is not always recommended to identify a substance by its taste. So we have introduced new substances called indicators. Let us define an indicator, children. An indicator is a dye that changes color when it is put into an acid or base. An indicator gives different colors in acid and base. Thus, an indicator tells us whether the substance we are testing is an acid or a base by change in its color. In other words, we can say an indicator tells us whether the substance we are testing is as acidic or basic by change in its color. The three most common indicators to test for acids and bases are litmus, methyl orange and phenolphthalein. So the most common indicator used for testing acids and bases in the laboratory is litmus. Litmus can be used in the form of litmus solution or in the form of litmus paper. It is of two types. One is blue litmus and the other one is red litmus. Now, generally an acid turns blue litmus to red and a base turns red litmus to blue. So, a convenient way to find out whether a solution is acidic or basic is to test it with litmus. If a drop of given solution turns blue litmus to red, then the given solution will be acidic in nature. For example, like orange juice turns blue litmus to red. So orange juice is acidic in nature. That is, orange juice contains an acid. In the same manner, if a drop of a given solution turns red litmus to blue, then the given solution may be basic in nature or alkaline in nature. So, or it will be a base. For example, sodium hydroxide solution, which is also known as caustic soda solution, turns red litmus to blue. So, sodium hydroxide solution is basic in nature. In other words, sodium hydroxide is a base or an alkali. So we have to note here children that water soluble base is called an alkali. So the bases which are soluble in water are known as alkalis. Okay. So now litmus is a natural indicator children whose neutral color is purple. It is made into blue litmus and red litmus for the sake of convenience in detecting color change when an acid or base is added to it. But methyl orange and phenolphthalein are synthetic indicators. The neutral color of methyl orange is orange and the color changes which takes place in methyl orange are like methyl orange indicator gives red color in acidic solution and methyl orange indicator gives yellow color in basic solution. And the neutral color of phenolphthalein is colorless. The color changes which takes place in phenolphthalein is like it is colorless in acidic solution and it gives pink color in basic solution. So, yet another acid base indicator is the universal indicator children. We will discuss it later on this chapter. At the moment we will describe some of the natural indicators in a little more detail. So, we said that litmus is a natural indicator and phenolphthalein and methyl orange are synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators, I mean they are artificially made. Litmus is a natural indicator. Litmus solution is a purple dye which is extracted from a type of plant called lichen. Lichen is a plant belonging to the division Thallophyta. When litmus solution is neither acidic nor basic, it is neutral, then its color is purple. It turns red in acidic solution and blue in basic solutions. Turmeric is one more natural indicator, children. Turmeric, we say it as haldi, contains a yellow dye. It turns red in basic solutions, and many times we have noticed that a yellow stain of color on a white cloth, which is due to the presence of turmeric in the curry, turns reddish brown when soap is scrubbed on it. This is due to the fact that soap solution is basic in nature, which changes the color of turmeric in the curry stain to red brown. This stain turns to yellow again when the cloth is rinsed with plenty of water. This is because then the basic soap gets removed with water. The red cabbage extract is one more natural indicator. It is also a natural indicator. It is red in color. The red cabbage extract remains red in acidic solutions but turns green on adding to basic solutions. The colored petals of some flowers such as hydrangeas, petunia and geranium, which change color in the presence of acids or bases, also act as indicators. For example, the flowers of hydrangeas plant are usually blue, which turns pink in the presence of base. So one more type of natural indicator is olfactory indicators, children. Since the term olfactory means relating to the sense of smell. Those substances whose smell or odor, you say, changes in acidic or basic solutions are called olfactory indicators. An olfactory indicator usually works on the principle that when an acid or base is added to it, then its characteristic smell cannot be detected. Onion and vanilla extract are olfactory indicators. Onion has a characteristic smell. We all know that it has some smell. When a basic solution like sodium hydroxide solution is added to a cloth strip treated with onions, then the onion smell cannot be detected. An acidic solution like hydrochloric acid, however, does not destroy the smell of onions. This can be used as a test for acids and bases. One more example we can take is as vanilla extract. Vanilla, you know, children, we use in cakes and all for the good flavor of the cakes and all, and sweets and all. So vanilla extract has a characteristic pleasant smell. If a basic solution like sodium hydroxide solution is added to vanilla extract, then we cannot detect the characteristic smell of vanilla extract. An acidic solution like hydrochloric acid, however, does not destroy the smell of vanilla extract. This can be used as a test for acids and bases. So till now we discussed all the different types of indicators, children, and in the next part we will discuss about acids more clearly and detailedly, children. Okay, I hope you understood, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.